I thought I would give a reaction video to WarringtonLara last night. Who seen that coming? I certainly didn't. I don't think too many other people did. Now, I put a tweet out last night saying that the only reason why I can see Warrington lose that fight was through complacency. And I agree with that. I think he was very complacent. And I said in it I didn't want to do a disservice to Lara, but I forgot to congratulate Lara. Like, that was an amazing performance from him. Seriously heavy-handed young man. Now, in that fight, you watch back about the first minute, the first 30 seconds, and after what I saw in the first 30 seconds of the fight, and I know fights are long, but what I saw then, I initially thought it's going to be an early night for Warrington. It might actually be embarrassing because the opponent's that bad. Now, he's one of these styles that he's like, and you hear other boxers talking about this, like you're talking about fighting novices. Sometimes it's hard to fight novices because how can you defend against something if they don't know what they're doing themselves? Now, Lara isn't a novice, far from it, but he's a real novice-y, simple, awkward style, and Josh just couldn't come to terms with it. And I think that complacency was definitely there. I fought in a bubble, and I didn't like it. Didn't like the lack of atmosphere. I'm used to big atmospheres. Josh is used to big atmospheres. That's probably affected him as well. The fact that it was not for a world title and stuff. But we have to give Lara all the credit in the world. Seriously heavy-handed fella. What I will say is, when Josh was going in the fourth round, if that had been the other way around, the fight was stopped. No doubt in my mind. And, you know, because Josh is the name and he's the home fighter, referee gives him the benefit of the doubt, which happens. So, but it was hard to watch from that point until the knockout. I think that he took a lot of punishment. I think, and I love Sean O'Hagan, his dad, Josh's dad, but when he stood up to come out for the fifth round, he still didn't look right. In my opinion, he should have been pulled out at the end of the fourth, before the fifth started, and then certainly should have been pulled out at the end of the fifth if they hadn't seen enough. And it was just another few unnecessary rounds of punishment. Now, fights like that, it's literally like having 3 or 4 fights in one night when they're that brutal. It's going to be hard to come back physically from that for Josh, also mentally for Josh at this stage. He's gonna have a load of criticism thrown at him. You're gonna have everybody jumping on the ship, you know, oh, he's crap, he's overhyped, and Josh Warrington's a very good fighter, and he just had a really bad night. But we have to give Lara the credit he deserves, and hopefully the kid, I don't know how much he got paid for that, I don't imagine too much. Hopefully he can now go and fight for big, meaningful titles for plenty of money. Credit to him, credit to his team. I was disappointed for Josh, and it's going to be a long road back.